Hi, I'm Leanne Golan with providencecoaching.com. I want to ask you a question today. How do you handle discouragement when you have a promise from God and it seems like nothing is moving, nothing is happening, no doors are opening, the right person hasn't come yet? It could be any number of things that you're dealing with, but you're still believing somehow that God is going to move in your situation, yet you don't see any signs at all. Well, this is what we call the walk of faith. And if you've walked with the Lord for very long, you've been there. And I know I've been there many times myself. And there's still some things that I'm believing God for as well. So, how do I keep myself encouraged in that? Well, one thing I do is I journal on a daily basis, almost daily if I can help it. I spend some time with God and I just try to reflect on where I'm at. If it's the end of the day, I reflect on the day behind me. If it's the beginning of the day, I just reflect on Him. And you know what? Sometimes just spending time with the Lord is enough to encourage us because we come away refreshed and renewed in those things that He's spoken to us. One other thing we can do is remind ourselves of the things that God has promised, and knowing that the character of God is such that He cannot lie. It is not within Him to lie. He just simply can't. So if He has said something to you, if He has promised you something, just knowing the character of God helps you to know and remember that He is going to do what He said He would do. He's the promise keeper. So those are two things. What else can you do? You can get into the Word of God, and there's times where God will just start to open your eyes to things that you've never seen before that are going to maybe confirm what you're believing, or they might be just all new things altogether that you're seeing you've never seen before. So being in the Word of God on a daily basis is very important for building your strength, your faith, your character, so many things. Without that, that's our spiritual food. You wouldn't go a day or two or three without eating food, would you? So how do you expect to stay alive and encouraged without the Word of God, which is our spiritual food? So there you go. You've got three things to keep you encouraged when you're feeling down. The other thing is to have, I have what I call a life team. I've mentioned this before. There are people in my life, and not just one. It's important to have more than just one person, because no one person can be everything you need. I don't care who it is. No one person can meet all of your needs for relationships. So I have a life team. I have a number of people in my life that I bless and encourage, and they also bless and encourage me. So I never feel alone per se. I can always go to somebody. And I think that's important, to feel connected and part of a community. If you don't have a church, for example, try to find a place that you feel comfortable, that not comfortable enough that you won't be challenged, but comfortable in the sense that you feel like you belong there. Find a group of people that you can meet with on a weekly basis where you can start to grow spiritually and be encouraged in those things that God has called you to or promised for you. So that's the thing. Don't be isolated. Isolation is the biggest fuel there is for discouragement. So we never want to just withdraw to the point where we feel like we're alone, nobody understands us, and we can't go on. It's important to connect with other people. We were created for connection. Okay, that's enough preaching for today. I didn't mean to get into that too heavy, but what I do want to do is just encourage you that whatever God has promised you, He's going to do it. But in the meantime, while you're waiting, stay encouraged. Be doing those things that God has called you to do, that you know for sure you're supposed to do. And get in community, get connected with other believers and people that can encourage you, and just keep believing God, because you're going to see it happen. Whatever it is you're believing God for, He is the promise keeper and He will do it. So thanks for watching this video. If you do like it, share it with your friends and your family, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and always leave a comment on the blog for me. I would just appreciate that so much. Thank you, and keep moving forward.